And now you can see the Friday Shot Day Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv.
Rough Edge FM at roughedgefm.com.
It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour. Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Turn it up, get ready for the road. Friday Shot Day Show, knocking on your door. Grab your glass, pour that liquid fire. We're gonna drink till we can't get no higher. Friday Shot Day Show, gonna make you scream. Raise your glass high, live that wild dream. Feel the burn, let it take control. Pour another round, lose your soul.
Friday Shot Day Show.
Friday Shot Day Show live here on Rough Edge FM. I am R. Scott Bolton, also known as Mr. Agent 00 ABV. I forgot I changed my name. Sitting right here is none other than Julie Landheim.
Yes, and the headsets, that is loud.
Is it really loud?
Really loud.
I don't know what to do about this. We've been having issues with our audio, and we're trying to find a balance, so hopefully you can hear us all well. Dougie's here from Costa Rica.
Yeah.
We already heard you, Doug.
Oh. Howdy, how is everybody?
We're fine. Hang on a second. I'm going to try to fix something here because I've got you on the TV and I don't want to get an echo. So
Echo. I don't hear an echo.
There you go. That's because I just fixed it.
You're such a fixer.
I am a fixer. So anyway, this is too loud. Please hit us in the chat room and let us know, because as I said, we're having some issues with our audio and I don't know what to do about it. Except, try to stay close to the mic, but not too close, and all that other stuff. So,
well, it tamed it down a little bit.
I turned down the volume, the gain on it. I noticed that a couple of the past shows, sometimes you can barely hear you at all. Sometimes you can barely hear me, and I'm the main mic. And then on the Backseat Mogul show, we had the hell was that?
Pool action.
Oh, we had Andrea on, and Andrea, you couldn't hear her at all. It was terrible. So
it's the Canadians. They're very loud.
I've heard that about Canadians, especially.
Well, no, it's not. It's the French Canadians, because the French language, apparently, it's just a loud language.
Oh.
Yes, it's just Canuck.
French. Yes.
There's a lot of Canucks up there in down there in Costa Rica, I should say. So, Doug, we're going to show a lot of home videos today.
Okay, I don't have a lot of time. Just so you know, because here it's 5 o'clock, about 5:06 now, and I'm supposed to be somewhere at 5:30. So I have like 10 minutes.
Then I will not show any videos until you're gone. But in the meantime,
okay. And look at this. Now I'm Mr. Zero Alcohol too, because Scott left booze here with no alcohol in it. So I'm drinking it to get rid of it.
It's not bad though, right?
It's not good.
That's not true.
Well, here's the thing: is that this is not bad, but I usually drink light beer, and I can guarantee there's more calories in this than there's light beer.
I don't know about that. Some of those beers are very low calorie. Those zero alcohol beers.
So
I don't know.
Now, because you've been doing this for a little bit now.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I feel fine. I don't have any real issues. There's days when I'm aware that my liver hurts. It doesn't hurt so much as it's just stiff, and I can feel it. Then they're like a stiff muscle. There's other days when nothing happens whatsoever. The beauty of it is when we go to a restaurant, I drink a lot of batidas. Is that it, Doug? Batidas?
Batidos.
Batidos.
Which is a smoothie.
They're just smoothies. But I drink a lot of those, so that was fine. But the beauty of it is, as I drink my batito, I get to sample everybody else's drink. So I could, take a little tiny, and Doug will tell you it's a tiny little splash, just enough to get my lips wet. But yeah, I'm okay with it. I
like
miss
kissing John.
And what?
Nothing.
House of Bamboo opened out in Camarillo finally. The new tiki bar. It's so incredibly busy right now. There's a line outside the door to get in of like 20 to 30 people. And you don't go to a tiki bar and spend 10 minutes.
No.
So people are going there and they're let's see if I can get me in here too. And they're spending time. So you wait in line a long time to get inside. Now they are going to add Open Table, which is a
reservation
app. There, I don't know why this isn't working. There we go. And the reservation app will make it easy. You can call and reserve a table and then go in and get a drink. So we're looking forward to going there. And then, there's all kinds of stuff that I really miss. I miss my Friday nights because it was either Harbor Cove Cafe or La Cabana. It still is, but everybody else gets to drink and I just get I'll get a strawberry smoothie or a non-alcohol beer. I have one today that's a dark amber. I don't think I've ever had a zero alcohol dark amber. It's like I was telling Jim though. He asked me, what are you going to do now that you're not supposed to drink and you got the Friday Shot Day show? And I said, I'll just pivot. I'll pivot towards the non-alcohol stuff. I'll tell people out there, you folks out there, that's what I'm drinking now. And there's so much to explore, even down in Doug's part of the woods in Costa Rica. There were tons of non-alcohol drinks available.
That Jared bought you. Tons of stuff.
Shelley's made me a couple recipes out of there already and they're delicious. So, I had a non-alcohol beer. What's the name of that place, Doug? Carscan?
Auto Mercado.
No, the cocktail bar.
Zarpe.
That's what I said. Zarpe's cocktail lounge down there. They make craft cocktails to a certain degree. And they made me a alcohol-free margarita. And it was excellent. It was excellent. So, I can still be part of the group and still socialize. And so that's all I really need. I'm fine. And I just make sure that when I'm at a bar and I have a zero alcohol beer, I hold the beer in a way that nobody can see the zero alcohol.
Or just put it in the glass.
Or put it in the glass. That works too, which is what I'm going to do here in a second. So it's a life change and they don't know what's going on with it yet. So it's going to be at least till April or May before I get a definitive answer.
Okay.
Whether I can go back to drinking or not. But hey, you know what? I'm here, Agent 00 ABV. And
it would be nice if it made a difference in how you felt, though.
And it does. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't wake up groggy in the mornings like I used to. Even with sometimes with a hardcore hangover. I can stay up later because my mind's clearer. I come home Friday night and I can watch a movie, because I'm not drunk or been drinking and sleepy. So there are benefits for sure. Mm-hmm. But I also miss like Shocker will tell you, he drinks because he likes the taste of alcohol. I do miss that.
Yeah. And maybe if you get to go back to it, you just take it on a slower pace.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. But and again, he's always said that the doctors, two doctors now have told me it doesn't really, the drinking may have had a minor play in it, but that's not what the problem is.
No, you eat like shit.
That mentioned something about.
I'm just gonna throw out Diet Coke.
You can throw that all you want, but I found an article that says you were wrong. Just published.
You could just because you found an article that says it's wrong doesn't mean it's wrong. Look it up at all the health places. All the health places say it's bad for you.
That's not true.
Not an article that you found.
That's not true. The article is based.
You are so full of shit
on health thing. So, this thing said that aspartame is just like any other drug if you take it in recommended doses.
But you don't. That's what we're trying to say.
Hold on. And their recommended doses. Well, this is what recommended doses, but the limits for things were 14 to 16 cans a day. Even I don't drink that much. So,
recent studies indicate that consuming just one can of diet soda a day can increase the risk of developing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, now termed metabolic steroid by as much as 50 to 60%.
What's the date of that article?
Today.
It's not today.
Yeah, I mean, I know you say that you looked it up and found an article, but if you type in diet soda liver, there's none of them ever say that soda is good for your liver.
Well, nobody's going to say it's good for your liver.
Well, they all say it's bad for you.
Well, I'm not willing to believe that yet, and I think that the science isn't quite there.
Okay, I did find.
Okay,
I don't
Kennedy.
believe that those studies apply to me.
That might be true.
Some, and I know a lot of people wouldn't necessarily. I don't drink soda. I haven't had soda in a very long time, but I saw this mushroom drink that they've been having out there. It's kind of like the what's that tea that people drink all the time now? Is this
green tea, orange tea?
No, the mushroom. It was on the tip of my tongue until I thought about it, and then I went to go say it, and I can't.
Oh, the mushroom tea?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what Devin was drinking for a while.
Yeah. They have some soda flavored ones, a cream soda. They have a root beer, and you can tell it's a little different, but the cream soda and the root beer, I actually really liked them. I think it's called Alive.
I would try that root beer.
And it's all made with the mushrooms that are really good for you, that actually help with the probiotics and are good for your system.
And it's important to remind everybody it doesn't taste like mushrooms. I had some of Devin's because he was drinking mushroom tea for a while to help his Tourette's, and it did not taste like mushrooms at all. It was just a nice sweet tea.
Yeah, this, you can tell it tastes a little different. People who are super uber sensitive might be, oh, it doesn't taste like soda.
But it doesn't taste like mushroom either.
I didn't think, no, it tastes a little bit different, but I mean, I didn't mind it at all. And it's actually really good for you because the mushrooms that they put in it are mushrooms that are really good for your body.
Okay. Well, that's, and I've switched to drinking tea in the morning. Shelley makes me a hot cup of tea in the morning. And
you're a hot tea.
Well, that's true. And I might switch to tea for everything in the future. We'll see. But I do love my Coke Zeros. So anyway, I just got back from Costa Rica, and you guys can see that my beard is exceptionally well trimmed. I will tell you that I was trying a test because so many people on television and in the movies, they grow their beards so that their necks are furry as well as their beards. And I thought, I'm going to try that while I'm in Costa Rica because I don't want to shave. And we'll see what it turns out. Well, what was it, Doug? Day 3 that we realized it was a horrible mistake?
It was.
Yeah, it was terrible. I looked awful. So I thought, I got to get rid of this because it's driving me nuts and it was itchy and gross. And Doug said, well, go see my barber. And, he'll do that for you. And I said, okay. So we went down and saw his barber, and there was a bit of a language barrier there. Doug was able to talk to him okay, but he and I had some issues, which I will explain shortly. I was in his chair for 45 minutes, Julie.
Really?
45 minutes just doing my beard, my eyebrows, my neck, and of course,
and what was what was he doing?
He was just shaving me, trimming my beard,
trimming him up,
and shaving my neck,
making him not look like shit.
And he was doing it with a straight razor, which is very frightening. I don't care what anybody tells you. He was even trimming the eyebrows with a straight razor.
Well, it's not a straight razor; it's a razor blade. He gets the razor blade out of the little packet. It's a razor blade that he uses on your eyebrows.
Sworn he had one of those full length.
No, he has it's a razor blade they use. I mean, they use to do your neck. I'm sure he used a straight razor, but like trimming around your lips and around your eyebrows. I mean, it's a razor blade held in his fingers.
So razor blade. It's a smaller version of a straight razor.
Yeah, exactly.
What it is what that thing he has got. The razor blade goes into that, so it looks like a straight blade, but it's actually just a razor blade in a holder.
So he's sitting there, Julie, and he's like cutting through the mustache, cutting, and then he would look back, make sure it was even, and then he'd just like saw on it to get it's really
I used to do haircuts.
Yeah.
If I wanted a certain look, I would do haircuts with a straight blade. And there's a particular handle that you can put it into, so that way you can grip it the right way, because there's a way to hold on to it so you can have absolute control. But it gives you a lighter, feathery, more natural looking cut than just using scissors or clippers or things like that. So yeah, it's a common way to do things.
So he trimmed that here with that. He trimmed the edge around here with that.
45 minutes
with that. 25 minutes. It's like 45 minutes.
No, I said 45.
Yeah. And when we were all done, I said, how much? He says $5. I'm like, okay, how much for a tip? He goes, no tip. So I go out and Doug's coming in because Doug got his haircut that day too. And I go, Doug's all, how much was it? I go, $5. And Doug goes, did you tip him? I go, no. And he goes, good. That's what he charges. I go, I know, but $5, I feel bad. Doug goes, give him a couple more bucks then. So I went back in with Doug and gave him a couple more bucks, which he was very happy
about. I was going to give him $4. I'm like, dude, don't give him $4. It said you're doubling it.
Almost 100.
No, I tip the guy too. I tip him $2 when he does mine.
Yeah, because he spends. I mean, you were. I don't know if you were there for the full haircut and beard trim and all that stuff, but you were there for at least as long as I was.
Yeah, no,
if not longer.
But that guy, that's the only guy I ever go to because that guy's good.
He's very good,
and he's a really nice guy.
The bad news about it all is now Doug's going to have to. It's going to cost me $35 every other month because I'm going to have that done here. There are places that do that here, but I'm going to have to go pay them, and they're not going to be $5.
No, my boys all get their beards done.
All right.
Shops.
With that said,
beards themselves.
I got to go because I'm supposed to be someplace in 10 minutes. So
where are you going to be? Tell us.
At the beach, meeting a bunch of people for the sunset.
Oh, nice.
So and the sunset's in 40 minutes, 22 minutes.
I have a picture of the Costa Rica sunset to share with everybody, so we'll be thinking of you as we play it.
All right. Good to see you. Sorry I got to run, but we'll talk to you soon.
See you. Bye.
Bye, Jules.
Bye. Miss you.
Miss you too.
Okay, so this particular stuff, the mushrooms are reishi, which enhances immunity, reduces stress, and balances mood, lessens fatigue, and improves sleep. Chaga, which reduces inflammation, improves digestion, and detoxifies the body. And then turkey tail, which improves stamina, supports gut health, and balances blood sugar. And those are the 3 mushrooms that are in this drink called Alive. And then they flavor it using different things.
So is it one of those drinks like yogurt that has live culture inside it as well as everything else? Is that why they call it live?
Okay. I think it does have like the probiotics in it. Yes. Which is the live cultures. Let's see.
Because I was surprised. Devon's tea was actually quite tasty. It actually had a decent flavor to it.
Kombucha. That's what the mushroom teas are basically called, kombuchas. And
Michelle loves kombucha. I'm myself not so much of a fan.
The Alive is a sparkling
aphrodisiac?
No, I don't know, ADAPTOGENIC beverage designed to naturally energize your body and mind. Made with 3 powerful medicinal mushrooms, each sip provides a rejuvenating boost so you can feel alert, awake, and most importantly, alive.
How do you spell that word again?
Okay, hang on. I got to get it back up.
I know. I shouldn't let you go past
ADAPTOGENIC.
Aptogens are natural substances, specifically non-toxic plants, roots, and mushrooms that help the body manage, adapt to, and restore balance after experiencing physical, mental, or environmental stress. So it's like Xanax.
It's like I said, the cream soda was decent.
Yeah.
The root beer wasn't bad.
I love root beer.
And then they had another one that was like a ginger something, which was good too. It a little more punchy because ginger is a little bit more punchy. But I mean, the only thing about them is they're almost $4 a drink, so
That's
they're
one
a
of the
little bit
things.
more expensive. It's
Yeah.
not something you're gonna. But soda lately, oh my God, soda's outrageously expensive.
Oh, it keeps going up and up. There was a bar in the Costa Rica airport that made me think of you, because apparently Florida Cana sponsors a lot of that bar. So there was a Florida Cana beer bar, and Shelley and I got there about, I don't know, 9:00, 9:30, waiting for our flight, and let's go to the bar. So we went to the bar. We both got a pina colada, one energized, one not energized. They were both outstanding, but the fun part about it was they had all kinds of really fancy Florida Cana around. And that made me think of you as we were sitting there looking at this.
Yeah, it's okay. My Red Barn store is not selling anything other than the 4 or the one that is like a big, huge jump in price. They're not selling the 7 right now. He hasn't been stocking it. It bums me out.
Gotta be somewhere else that sells it.
I haven't seen. Well, Vaughn sells the 4. It doesn't sell the 7.
Huh.
You can go with the 12-year and those things, which are a lot more expensive. It's double the price.
Right, because they're aged more.
The thing I liked about the 7 was it's usually like $24. So it's definitely within a price range that I can tolerate. And 7 is a really good, solid rum.
Which one do we have here?
I don't know that we have it anymore. I think we might be out of it.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. The 12 is great. And then the 15 is also great too, but they're more expensive.
Yeah.
If you're looking for the price range that's easy to deal with, it definitely you want to kind of go with the 7 because it's better than the 4. 4 isn't bad, but it just doesn't have the flavor palette the 7 has.
Yeah.
The 7 is like right in that spot where it's reasonably priced, but it's got good flavor.
The duty-free shop down there in Costa Rica had tons of Florida Cana and prices that would have floored you. They had a liter bottle of Maker's Mark that was only $45. A liter bottle. And so a lot of the rum price. Shelley got a different kind of rum, one we haven't tried before, and it was $20. And it's like, that wouldn't have been $20 at a store, but the duty-free stores help a lot. So anyway, I do have a beer this week. Let's see what I got here. I've got a Well-Being Hellraiser Dark Amber. And you can see they made the hops into a skull. Pretty funny. Now, I don't remember if I've ever had a zero alcohol beer that's dark. So I'm going to try this one now and see.
I thought we tried one of the.
Well, we tried Guinness.
Yes, which is a dark beer.
Yes, for sure. And Guinness was very good. This is interesting because it's just specifically a zero alcohol beer. Did you want to try a little bit?
I'll try a little bit.
And it's not as dark as you might think from the advertisement. It's dark.
No, it's
but
a little, not. It's a tea color.
And it is an amber, so it's supposed to have that unique flavor. The deliciously dark amber brewed to raise hell responsibly. I like the way they put that responsibly in there. Fully brewed, award-winning beers with the alcohol gently removed. This little synopsis in the back says, delightful to the palate with a sublime balance of floral aroma and spicy hops. So have you tried give it a sip yet?
Yeah. I'm going from one extreme taste to another, which does kind of lend to, it's not bad.
It is very close, and this isn't a bad thing, very close to a root beer. It's got the herbal flavors in there. It's got the carbonation is kind of crisper than I expected it to be. I'm not saying it tastes like root beer, but it's close to a root beer in its style. Don't you think?
Well, and it does have definitely a beer taste to it.
Yes.
So
I like it. So Well-Being,
it's not bad.
Is a decent amber, dark amber beer. Again, let me show you folks here. Well-Being Hellraiser Dark Amber. and it's not bad at all.
Mm.
All right, you ready for movie time?
Yeah. Well, just before we do that, so we don't forget this time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't want to forget this.
Jared, my lovely son, has been working himself with all these different cocktails he's been trying to come up with, and he came up with a cocktail this week.
I like to say we've created a master.
Yes, he is definitely finding his niche and creating his own styles. And he came up with a new cocktail that is his cocktail that he made called the Study Guide.
There's a picture out there.
Yep.
It's kind of a golden cocktail.
And it is 1 ounce gold rum, half an ounce of dry vermouth, half an ounce of orange curacao, a 1/4 ounce of maple syrup, 3 dashes of aromatic bitters, add straight to the glass over ice, and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice.
Add ice, rum, curacao, dry vermouth, and maple syrup to shaker. Shake well. Add ice to a rocks glass. Add bitters over the ice. Stream, shaker, and glass, and enjoy.
Now, he has an app, so he's putting all these things together in his app, and then it's doing a very official recipe for him. So
but that was his name. He created the name,
yeah.
which I like considering the fact that he's in college. So I'll leave that up for a few minutes. If you people want to try that, write that down, take a picture or whatever, and give it a shot because it looks to me very interesting. And Shelley and I both agreed we got to try that at some point.
Yeah, I find it very fun that he likes to experiment and try things. A lot of kids, he's not really a kid anymore, but
I would say not.
Young men or young adults aren't that exploratory. They don't try things out. They don't have that. They go to a bar and they know what they're going to drink or what they like, and then that's pretty much what they're going to stick to. That's right.
Yes, Doug's gone. We can relax our ears. I will also say this is very important because I got a separate text on it. May helped. So Jared and May created this drink. And
they're so cute together because
I told them they're a team. Of course they are
together.
Yeah.
They are in a day and age when the perception of a couple is so very different than in our day as a couple. They are the traditional, they do everything together. They really enjoy each other. They have a lot of fun having their date nights where they plan certain things. They'll cook together. So it's very cute. It's very heartwarming. I think it lends for a nice long-term relationship because they're not necessarily out doing their own separate things and then they happen to live together or sleep together. They're really meshing their lives together and enjoying each other's company. So they're very, very cute.
They have the key down right. They like each other a lot. They're their best friends.
Yes.
And that is going to make a difference in the long term for them.
Yes.
So I think that's awesome.
It's something that's missing a lot these days, I think, in relationships.
I don't understand. People always, I can't tell you how many times people ask, well, who's your best friend? My wife. Okay. Who other than your wife? It's always my wife. We do everything together. We have the most fun together. You know, we do like to do the same things. We have our separate time, you know, like she goes and plays her pickleball. I stay at work at the computer. I do these shows. I go to the movies and all this stuff. And she's got, you know, she'll go out with her friends or she'll do, and that's all fine and good. But we like to do things together. We like to go on vacations together.
You chose each other because you actually like each other.
Well, we chose because she got pregnant, but no, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Considering the fact we met in about 6 years before we had a kid, I think that covers for itself.
No, but you chose each other. And when you got married, you didn't break up. Some people, it's like they really enjoy each other. They get married and all of a sudden it's like they broke up. Now there's a whole other dynamic that's going on. And it's like, yeah, because you got married, you still are supposed to enjoy each other.
Yeah, that's the whole point. You enjoyed it so much. You wanted to stay together forever.
You wanted to be with this person all the time. My husband, I love my husband tremendously. My husband is not what everybody would choose. I get it. He's crazy. He's silly. He's no Ryan Reynolds.
He's a good guy, though.
But he is a great guy. And to me, he is Ryan Reynolds. I find him sexy and cute and funny. And he does things that just I look forward to. He's been gone for a week. And I really, truly miss him every day. I think about it.
He's even better than Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, because he's mine.
Yeah, exactly.
He's my Ryan Reynolds.
He doesn't have a vodka company or a telephone company, but he does have a magic company, and he's an amazing magician.
And he's got a heart of gold, and he's silly and crazy, and not everybody understands him. But I'll tell you, he is a wonderful man.
And if you want to see a sample of that, watch Magic Talk with James and Joshua Landine, and Gregory Alexander.
Come to see one of our Spellbound shows.
That's even better, which is going on tonight. There's a Spellbound tonight.
There is a Spellbound tonight.
I'm going to do a commercial for Spellbound once I can figure out how to do it without putting the dates in, because I know the dates are typically
it's always the second Friday of every month.
Always? Or does it get bumped back and forth sometimes?
We're trying not to bump it anymore. So it's generally the second Friday.
That will help me tremendously. Then I'll get a commercial done, because I want to advertise
it's a really fun, great night. And with the new theater, if you're interested in coming out to see the new theater is really something to be seen. It's really awesome. There's no bad seats anymore. It's really done up nice. Everything looks really official.
It's separate on its own now. It's just the theater, and in a separate room is the gift shop.
It's definitely
gift shop, magic shop.
Working kind of like a gift shop, depending on who you buy.
It's true. It's gorgeous. You got to come see it. You got to check it out. So it just keeps getting better here, and that's one of the things we love.
And it's more than just a store. It's decorated, people. It is all decorated up. We have facades. We have, kind of try to really make the experience something that when you walk in, it's fun. There's something to talk about. It's not just, you're just walking into a store.
Yes, and we're doing some room here in the work here in the studio as well. We're going to do expansion in the studio,
changes soon.
Adding to the desks here, and getting an image where you can see our faces from every angle instead of sometimes just seeing this handsome profile. All right, so I just spent the week down in Costa Rica with Doug. There we are at a bar near the beach. Look at that bar. Is that gorgeous? Outside is the ocean right there.
Yeah.
The bar, it was windy as hell, but it was pretty nice out there. Doug's drank those espresso martinis.
I was gonna say that looks like an espresso martini.
And I was drinking a mocktail. They had many of the places had mocktails down there. I was very happily surprised to see how many places in Costa Rica actually had mocktails, and that was definitely one of them. They were outstanding. So anyway, I have a few videos here to show you. If you're listening to the show, all you're going to hear is some noise in the background, but I'll tell you a little bit about each video. And if you want, just go to roughedge.tv and watch today's clip on YouTube, and you'll be able to see these videos as well. So Doug and Michelle picked us up at the airport, and the first place we stopped at was a soda. Now, when we think of soda here in the United States, we think Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, orange soda, those kind of things. A soda in Costa Rica is a small cafe. And so I wanted to, this just gives you an idea of what's going on at, what time did we get there? About 6:30 or so in the evening at Costa Rica. This was at a place called Mamas and Papas, I think. Papa y Mami's was the name of that place. And that was the cool. Let me fix this again, Jules, so that you can hear this stuff too. Give me a second, folks. We're going to put this back on the TV. There we go. And now Julie can hear what's going on. So anyway, that was where we went there and we had dinner. And we didn't do much that first night because it was late. Went back to the ranch, had a couple of drinks, and we all went to bed. And then the next day we went for a walk on the beach. And on the beach, you see beautiful birds like this one. And you also see a buffet. They had a buffet on the beach, which I thought was very nice, for the buzzards. The buffet was a stingray.
Oh,
They were tearing apart a stingray and enjoying him very much. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. So anyway, that was our first day. We just walked on the beach and looked at things. Costa Rica is interesting because there aren't the regulations there are here. There are coils of wire hanging from every pole. There are pieces of boats on the beach. And I don't mean like pieces of boats. I mean like the end of a boat. And that kind of stuff. Joshua has just walked in the door. Joshua from...
Right, well, I'm going to switch just for a second.
Well, I can put him on.
No, Joshua can...
Oh, he needs his...
Somebody needs his gingy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Somebody needs his gingy. What's up, Joshua?
Hi, I heard we were talking about Costa Rica.
You all know Joshua.
Yay! I didn't hear the sound effects yet.
I only do real stuff.
Oh.
So tell us about the show tonight, since you come in, and I'll hold off on the Costa Rica stuff because you probably think it was boring anyway. Except you want to see the buffet?
Oh, sure.
That's the buzzard buffet.
What are they munching on?
They were eating a stingray.
A stingray? Oh.
So tonight is
poor stingray.
Yeah, he was not. Trust me, at this point, he was feeling no pain.
Oh, good. I hope
Those
so.
buzzards are eating dead things, and that thing had probably been dead for a long time. So, tell us about the show tonight.
The show, well, we have our monthly magic show called Spellbound. Spellbound at the Table, to be specific. Actually, this one's interesting because it's a combination.
A combination?
At the table. Actually, you can pull it up. thomagic.org. A combination show because you have and there should be a scrolling window. It comes up in just a moment. Yeah, right there. Actually, go and the thing that says John Bannon. Go down. Okay, and there should be arrows for the scrolling banner.
Why can I see no John?
Oh, there. Click
there
on
it
that.
is.
This is...
Now, I'll try to get a graphic for you folks if I can while he tells you more about it.
Okay, so actually you can click on that, but it's a show with Jonathan Molo and Lou Enton.
Enton.
Yes. And those are both very well esteemed magicians from the Magic Castle who come here because they like us, and they're going to go and perform with our show.
Okay.
The At the Table show. Now, Lou actually has been doing quite a lot. We've had, not Lou, excuse me, Jonathan. He's been doing a lot with us. Mr. Molo has. This is, I think, his third or fourth debut here with at the Table.
Oh, okay.
Much loved. Everybody loves him. That's the man on the left.
I cannot get you a picture, folks. I apologize.
I just go back to it. Oh,
there it is.
Yeah, go back right there. Now click on the window.
This?
Yeah, or the register. Another thing you can do. Right there.
Maybe I can steal that picture.
Yeah, or can you change the window so they can see it?
There is a way. I don't know it.
Oh, okay.
Gotta put
Let's see if that worked. Oh, this is gonna work.
towels back up in that bathroom.
Okay, so anyway, continue.
So yeah, see, Jonathan is about the fourth or so time that he has performed with us, much loved by all of our audiences, and so we have to bring him back.
I would think so.
Regularly, because everyone loves him so much, and great guy. Love performing with him. And then I believe Mr. Lou is the first time he's been here.
Really?
And they're doing a type of combo show. Like I said, there's going to be Jonathan's doing the parlor style, and then Lou's doing close up.
Okay, explain the difference to the audience.
Okay, well, parlor magic is when the magician is standing, pretty much, and they are typically tricks that are bigger tricks. They're not as you don't have to be as close to see what's going on. And usually the props that are used are bigger props and whatnot, so that when you're when you're observing it, it's all.
Think of it this way: parlor magic is something that you could stand back and be in a parlor, and perform. Close-up magic is around a table,
basically.
Okay, that's clear enough.
And then
both of these gentlemen look familiar to me, by the way.
They do. Have you met them? Jonathan, the one on the left, should look familiar to you because you've seen him before, I believe.
Probably.
I don't know about Lou. I think
he's hypnotizing me into thinking that I've seen him before.
Oh, that's what the fingers are for.
Yeah.
You know?
He looks pretty intense.
He does, actually.
And I think, Julie, that he trims his beard with the razor blades.
Yeah, see, Scott had an official beard trimmed down in Costa Rica with a razor blade.
Oh, really?
Scary, dude. It's scary.
Lots of trust, huh?
Yeah, especially for some guy I've never met before who doesn't speak English.
How do you get yours done?
Me?
You go to a place.
I go to a barber. He has all the different buzzers and trimmers and such. And then he goes in when he's cleaning up the lines on my beard. He goes and he takes his straight razor and he gets real darn close and he starts doing this and he goes up into the neck and then you can feel the blade scraping across your cheek. And I said, "This is a lot of trust." And he said, "Yeah, this is a lot of trust because you never know if this guy knows what he's doing when he's going and scraping your face with sharp steel."
And I'm always afraid I'm going to sneeze.
That sucks.
That would be bad. So,
when you sneeze, though, they're always across your face. So you're going to get a nice big old scar going around just like that. No. You're not going to die. It's just going to be real uncomfortable.
He shaved my neck, too, with a straight razor.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
You never sneeze for that. You cough for those.
But then the Adam's apple comes out and he cuts that off.
Yeah, exactly.
We probably could all use a shave there.
So yeah, you sneeze when they're touching your face, you cough when they're doing their neck. Why? I have no idea. It's just my
I didn't know there was a method to that.
My hot take.
That's pretty impressive. All right, so Jules, did you get the situation under control?
Yes, he feels much better that he's so needy.
Okay.
Good. What time's the show tonight?
The show starts at 7, and there are tickets still available. There we have actually with our new setup inside the theater, we have a tiered seating now. We have tier C, B, and A. C is the highest one up, B middle, and then A is the closest to the action.
Price is the same, or are they different pricing?
Actually, it is 20, 25, and 30.
Oh.
We also have VIP seatings. We don't have any more tonight.
Who's the VIP tonight? Who's coming?
Well, we have
David Copperfield,
our biggest donor, Mr. Ken.
He always,
always has his
makes
seat.
Him a VIP.
He will never not have that seat.
Doesn't it have his name on it?
It does.
Yes,
it has his name on it. And then there's 2 others that bought the tickets for that. Those are $35.
Oh,
for those seats.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah. And then we still have more seats available on the other seatings. You do have to purchase them at the door.
Okay.
We are, I think, sold out for online tickets. But if you show up at the door, there will be seats for you.
15500. That hasn't been that long. Telegraph Road.
West Telegraph Road
out here in Santa Paula.
Suite B15. Make sure you remember that one because we're in a business condominium.
And go around to the front of the building. If you're at the back door, you'll know this looks like an alley. Go around to the front.
Because
I've come here a couple of times when you're having morning classes or something, and there's people waiting outside in the back, and I'm like,
nope. This way.
Yeah, so.
Happens a lot. But yeah, if you just not the first left turn in, it's actually the after you turn right onto Beckwith, it's the second left turn.
Okay.
Because that's the parking lot.
If it opens up into a parking lot, you know you're where you're supposed to be. If
it
doesn't, then you're in the wrong place.
If you're in the alley, basically.
Yep.
And these are some
talking into a mic that might not be active.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And it's not a professional magic show. It is a master professional magic show. These guys.
Thank you. I like to think so.
Yeah, it really is. These guys are all a level above what you'll see in most places. So.
Oh yeah, right. They say these are actually top tiered performers at the Magic Castle.
Yeah, it didn't get bigger than that. So
we know lots of people, lots of friends who we like to invite.
The
up
owners who just are going to make you feel like you are home.
Yes.
There's that. I was gonna say that we're that good. I'm like, I was trying not to go and overhype myself. I was trying to go and make sure the headlining guys, I get it. I am that good, but I don't want to go and take the light away from the headliners. That's rude.
You're as much a part of it as they are.
Yeah, and
I'm serious.
When you experience a show like this, when you walk through the door, you just came home, and it's a night where you're going to enjoy the company. Everybody makes you feel good. You're not just walking into a sterile place and you sit down and you watch a show and you leave. People hang out, they talk. It's a nice experience. It's an experience. It's not just a show.
Yeah, actually, the magicians that we do bring in, they are very friendly after the fact. They are not shy to talking to the patrons. And whatnot.
Very nice. And I like the fact also that I am unaware, and maybe I'm just unaware, but I don't think there are any magicians who don't leave here and go, I can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
If there's one or two, I don't want to hear about.
Maybe one, but it hasn't been verified yet. So you're right. There hasn't been anybody.
We say just one?
Just the one, yeah.
That's all.
It's just a nice place. It's our whole goal here at the House of Magic is to have a place where people can come and they can hang out and they can enjoy an evening of entertainment, but they leave. And that's you want to do is you want to leave feeling happy. And then that we accomplished that.
We have Doug back.
You're back now.
We're back.
Where are you? I thought you were in Costa Rica.
He is in Costa Rica.
Well, he said he was back.
Back on the show.
Well, now I feel disappointed. I thought you were back. I thought I was going to get a big hug, but now, no. Okay.
Just think how much bigger it's going to be next time I see you now, though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It looks nice out there. It looks like somewhere I was at recently.
Gotta talk louder. Huh?
It looks like somewhere I was at recently.
Yes, we're down here having wine in our little glasses and watching the sunset. You can see the sunset going on and stuff behind us. So,
how does it feel living in a permanent vacation?
Awesome.
It's not difficult.
It's not difficult.
No, it's pretty good. So,
anyway, before you go, Doug, I was going to tell you that today. Well, when I was down there, I found this thing called sponches, and they're these little cookies. Okay, we'll see it. Thanks, Josh.
Come to the show.
Little cookies with little snowballs with marshmallow and coconut, and I fell in love with them. So I got one for Josh and Andrea. I brought it back. Neither one of them like marshmallows, so I get to keep that one. But I was also at Grocery Outlet today. They had a whole shelf of them.
Really?
You
The same ones?
Is, by
Same ones.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was very.
You know what today is, right?
Periscovated tridescophobia.
Yes.
Oh, damn it! I had an opening and everything for that.
Yeah, I bet you did have an opening for it.
Nobody asked you. So who's there with you?
Michelle.
Just Michelle?
Yeah, nobody else showed up, just us.
Story of our lives.
Reminds me of me last night. I was sitting on my patio and my little fire pit going, and because we just put the patio back together after having the house painted, and I was like, damn, I missed this. I am so happy that Jim set it back up for me before he left, because then I could sit out there and I had a nice salad and some wine and had the door open with music. It was awesome.
Very nice.
Nothing better than that.
No, it's good and relaxing. So anyway, I just want to say hi, make you guys a little bit jealous.
I'm glad you came.
We're going to go back to drinking our drinks and watch the rest of the sunset.
You guys look great.
And enjoy that pig painting while you got it.
So much fun.
That was hilarious. We just told somebody about that like 2 or 3 days before you came. We told about this pig picture that you used to switch in now, and then it showed up. It's too funny.
Mom said, you got to bring that down there. And Shelly's, well, you have nowhere to pack it. And I said, oh, no, we're going to find a place to pack it.
Yeah, no, it's very good. So,
it was excellent.
Yeah, very good. All right, you two, enjoy the rest of the show, and we'll talk to you soon.
Enjoy your sunset.
All right.
Bye.
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 There goes Doug and Michelle live from the beach in Costa Rica. Oh, Jules got something.
I do.
What you got?
You bet your ass. It's
is it time for that?
To taste the
Hold on.
cask.
Your ass. It's time to taste the cask on the Friday Shot Day Show. Brought to you by Pele Utu, Reno's only traditional tiki bar. A kaleidoscope of colors and tropical charm with the undeniable allure of paradise and intoxicatingly delicious cocktails. Pele Utu. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1275 Stardust Street in Reno, Nevada. For more information, please visit peleutu.com. Julie's drinking the cask.
Ooh, that's for the first time in this round. This is actually tasted like something
outstanding.
First time, because it has tasted like crap pretty much almost every time. This is the first time that it's actually tastes
smooth with tons of flavor.
Very velvety on the tongue.
Velvety on the tongue. Little sting of heat in the end, but not bad.
The type of sting you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a burn. It's just like a little bit of a kick, but it's very velvety. It has a nice palate. It's very creamy tasting. Yeah.
It's very good. Taste the cask today was our cask. And I've got to get a couple of bottles of rum to put in there. I was going to try to find some today. Grocery Outlet had no rum. No, I take that back. They had one bottle of rum. It was spiced and it was $18. Not the rum we're looking for.
No, and there was a rum that I bought from them recently. Not bad. It was, I think, one we've had here before. Something, I can't think of the name of it, but it's an okay rum. It's not the best rum. It's not the worst rum. It's a spiced rum, and I believe I've bought it before and had it here.
You don't remember the name?
No, I don't. I don't remember.
Stanley.
But what I did, I've been on a kick of martinis this week and last week. So I did get some different gin, and I don't remember the name of that gin. But I did get some vermouth and some gin from Grocery Outlet. And it's actually, the vermouth came from Red Barn, but the gin came from Grocery Outlet. I did the Tanqueray from Red Barn, but I did a really small bottle to keep the price down. Regular Tanqueray, not the Perfect 10. I do not like the Perfect 10.
That's so funny.
But I do like the regular Tanqueray. And then I went and got a different gin from Grocery Outlet that I was trying. And it was decent. It wasn't top notch. I wasn't like, oh my God, it's not aviation.
Decent is okay.
But it was decent. It made a nice martini. Yeah. And I do a dirty martini, so you can cover up a lot if you make it a filthy martini because, but they're nice. They're easy to drink. I make a nice big martini. I put like 4 olives and a good healthy pour of the brine in there. And
I will tell you one thing about Costa Rica that Doug said that was 100% true. You order the same exact drink and you get something different every time. Shelly ordered a margarita at some restaurant. I don't remember which one. Came in a tumbler, and it was a very good margarita. Some of the margaritas were god awful. They were terrible. She's to the point I can't drink this. Others were okay, and there were a couple that were really, really good. This was one of those places that was really good. So Michelle ordered one too. So Shelly's came in this tumbler. Michelle's comes in a schooner. Shelly's, I want a schooner, and the drinks tasted slightly different. It's like the same bartender, the same restaurant, at the same time ordered, basically.
That's hard, though, because you want to rely on your drinks.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And you cannot. There were several places we went where we had issues with the cocktails. Either they weren't good, they weren't mixed right, they weren't cold. One of the first places we went was to the Coco Tiki Bar. Ain't nothing tiki about it. It's just a sports bar. With the tiki kind of logo as its signage. But Shelly ordered a margarita there. It was not good. But Doug ordered an old fashioned. It was perfect. So, it's just a matter. I bet if we go back, we could still get a good margarita from another bartender. So anyway, let's continue.
All right. I'm going to see if he is available. If he calls, we'll put him on speaker.
Who?
Jared.
Oh, okay.
But you can continue doing
what
I'm
going to show.
Then
we'll talk.
We'll stop and talk.
So one of the things that Doug and Michelle do every Tuesday in Costa Rica is they go down to the monkey farm.
Oh, he's already calling.
Here he is now.
Okay. Hi.
Who am I calling to say hi to?
The Friday Shot Day Show.
Oh, hello.
I don't know. Can you hear him?
I think so.
Yeah, I have you on speaker. We just tried the cask. It actually tasted really good today for the first time, this whole entire cask.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's flavorful, not too hot, and smooth.
It's got a velvety feel to the tongue. It's kind of creamy. It's nice. And we put your study guide out there. So the world will start making the study guide and it will become famous. So we need to put AKA
trademark that.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Yeah, there you go.
In fact, I can only think of one drink that's really trademarked, and that's the painkiller. I don't know that you can trademark a drink anymore.
No, but at least we can say it
created by Jared.
Yes, and it first happened here on the Friday Shot Day Show. It became famous on the Friday Shot Day Show.
We're not taking credit for it, but we're taking credit for it.
How did you come up with that drink, by the way? That's my big question.
I looked at what we had, and I've been making drinks for about a month now, so I just kind of figured, okay, what goes good together?
See, I wouldn't have ever put vermouth with rum. So what made you think of putting vermouth with rum?
Well, I looked it up. I looked up like flavor profiles and what flavor profiles go well. And dry vermouth apparently can go well with a lot of like more what's the word I'm looking for? It's like it goes pretty well with a lot of clear alcohols like vodka and gin and all that, and obviously. But it also can go pretty well with a lot of the more like darker, woodsier kind of alcohols, like a gold rum or dark rum even.
Okay, yeah, I would have never thought of putting that together with it. So that is why I thought, why did you think of putting that together? Because he researches. Because Jared is not the person who sits there and just does something. If he's going to do something, he's going to check it all out.
Well, doesn't that app that you have a feature where you can enter what you've actually got available, and then it'll tell you what drink to create out of it too?
Well, it does do that, but it only gives you drinks that are either already well known from like drink books or whatever, or it has the premium drinks that are made by other people using the app.
So did you submit this drink to see if people are going to want to put it on there as a premium drink?
No, because I didn't spend money on the premium service. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
So, but I did write down the recipe in one of the other apps, the Mixel app.
Mm-hmm.
I put down the recipe in that one, and I think people can still see the drinks that you make from that one, and it's free to do that. So even better.
Fun. Nice.
That's cool.
I like the name too. The study guide. That was
the study guide's a perfect name.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I was like, I want to try making a drink, and while I'm in the middle of studying, maybe we should call it the study guide.
Fun. All right, babe. I just wanted to say hi. Let you come in on the show for a second. Scott needs to get us back to his slideshow of
Costa Rica videos.
Costa Rica videos.
Oh, there you go.
But hey, Jared, keep sending me photos and the recipes for those things because we'll be sharing them here on the show.
Well, I'll have plenty more to come. My wife has been asking me to start trying to use up all of our stuff. So that's why I'm making things just from scratch.
Well, it's working apparently.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we've had a few pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Have you had any bombs?
Huh?
Have you had any bombs?
No, not really, actually.
Oh.
I tried not to make something that's not going to be good.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
Did I show you did you see the, what we've dubbed the Maytini?
I don't think we
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, really?
You'll have to send us that.
I'll do that.
All right.
All righty, well.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Love to hear from you.
I love hearing from you too.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you too, Ma. Bye.
The Maytini. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is.
Okay. I am a gushing mom. He's so cute.
No, you?
Yeah. How fun is that to have something that you can relate to?
I am
you
very
know,
proud.
because you have your son that you relate to things with.
Sure. And I'm very proud that we have convinced Jared to continue the tradition of making cocktails and not just drinking canned light seltzers and stuff.
Yeah. And he gets so into it and it's fun. And I
I'm
don't
a
know.
study guide. I haven't tried it because I can't, but it sounds great. And Shelley herself was interested in it. Shelley, my wife, being a master mixologist, whether she had subset or not, she's very, very good at that. Oh,
okay. So his Maytini is gin, elderflower liquor, lime juice, and dry vermouth.
Oh, I'd try that. The Maytini. And what's that named after? The month
His
of May?
Wife. How cute. How cute.
Yes, I love it. So anyway, back to Costa Rica. On Tuesdays, Doug and Michelle always go down to the monkey farm, which there's not a monkey on the farm, but it's just called that. It's a home for animals and for people. You know what it is? It's for people who have issues with, I'm trying to use the right word here, drug issues. I'll just say that. And they go there to run the farm and to keep away from getting back into substances, which is the word I was looking for. So it's a very, very good program. They have tons of animals there. And when we were there, we were fortunate enough to see a baby horse, baby piglets, all kinds of,
that's where he makes his soup, right?
His soup. Yeah. They sit there and they get all the ingredients for a soup. They cut it all up. They put it in a pot. They cook it. And this chicken soup that they make, chicken vegetable soup. And then that evening, it's in a cauldron like a witch would make. And in the evening, they don't, but the people who run the farm take it down to the beach and they feed the homeless.
So it's kind of like stone soup.
Yes, exactly what it's like. Yes.
Nice.
So Shelley really helped them do that. I just kind of wandered around, looked at the animals, but Shelley had to help them cut the stuff and clean the dishes and what have you. And it was a very fun event. But there was a group of goats there who were the most obnoxious goats I've ever seen in my life. And I wanted to share that with you guys because if I have to be exposed to obnoxious goats, so do you.
She'd love
May
that.
loves goats, according to Julie here. So
yes, she'd be all ooey gooey over that.
And then Tuesday evening, Doug and Michelle host bingo night. Now they're just taking over for somebody who's been out traveling because of an illness or something. But I was really impressed with what a good job they did. I won't share this whole clip, but at least you get an idea of what they're doing when they're on stage down there.
I can't be too close to you, apparently. And the last game, our grand prize is for the lovely bottle of dark red wine here that we'd like to go home with you tonight. So if you all are ready, we're going to get started. Our first game is going to be very simple. One horizontal line straight across. It can be in any row. It just has to be one straight line across your card.
I was very impressed with Michelle. She really was a good host for that show. She did a really good job, and we didn't win crap, so they didn't pull any tricks for us. Thanks. But
I pulled my first ladies' night. A friend of mine, one that I'm going out to dinner with tonight, invited me to a bunco night. I've never played bunco. She's like, "Oh, I'm having it at my house. Come over and have fun." I've never done one of these ladies' social things.
Yeah.
And bunco is definitely a social. There's no
it's like
strategy or anything. It's totally just a social thing.
Honestly, that's what the bingo is too. Because it's a group of all the people, and there was a whole table of their friends, 14 people of their friends there. Plus, the restaurant was filled with people who were just there to be with their friends, play a little bingo. The prizes weren't cash prizes. They were little trinkets, little tools, things like that. Also, you could win shots from the bar or the cocktails from the bar. And they had a magic number. And if they called that magic number, the whole bar got it. Everybody in the bar got a free shot.
Oh, nice.
So that was fun too. It is. It's more about the social connection.
Yeah. And
where'd you go for bunco?
My friend Jenny that does the music cues for the plays now.
Yeah.
She invited me. We've been doing things more and more together.
Is that who you're going with tonight?
Tonight I'm going with her.
And Cafe.
It was fun. She thought, "Oh, I want to get you out doing something different," because anybody who knows me, I am so absorbed in my family. Growing up with my kids, my family came first. So I didn't build relationships with other people. The Friday Shot Day show was my only outlet outside of my family that I did anything different, because it was always just my kids. And so now that my kids are all grown up and all married and out of the house, Jenny kind of came into my life a little while ago through the theater, and she really enjoys my company, and we started doing things together. And then she was like, "Oh, why don't you come and play bunco?" And I was like, "I've never done anything like that." And she's like, "Oh, it'll be fun." And it was a lot of fun. You have to switch partners every time, and it's social. It's purely just you're rolling the dice, and whoever wins is switching and going to another table. So you're constantly mingling with new people the whole entire time. And I would have never seen myself doing something like that, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And it was a couple hours, and she had some different drinks. I think she had a Bellini something drink there.
Oh.
I don't even remember, but it was something with a B. And it was just
Bellini is a drink, so
yeah. So I think it was the Bellini, and it was just a nice night, Friday night, $6, and everybody, most people got a prize. Not everybody, but most people.
What'd you get?
I didn't get anything.
Damn it!
I was the middle of the road. If you were the top winner, you got a prize. If you were the second winner, you got a prize. If you were the top loser, you got a prize. If second loser, you got a prize. Or if you were the most bunkos, you got a prize. And so I was none of that.
Well, it's your first time. You got to work at that in the future.
But it was fun. It was different. I've never done a night like that. And I thought, oh,
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm glad you did.
It just putting yourself out there, meeting new people, having a good time. So yeah.
I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
The next day we went on a hike someplace that I can't remember. It was one of the national parks there. And this is the bridge that takes you into the park. It'll give you an idea of the environment there. Bridge takes you into the jungle, and it is a jungle. And they warned you in advance that you might see some wildlife, you might not see some wildlife, tons of birds, a big giant spider.
How giant?
It was about that big.
Oh my God.
But
I would faint.
It's like the boat spiders you see here in town. They're big spiders, they're ugly spiders, and yeah, they probably wouldn't hurt you, but they are.
Okay, I have not seen a spider that big here in town. Okay, my closest.
Go to Westlake Village on the lake, and you'll find them on the boats.
The closest one that I saw was about this big. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. And it was a tarantula. I've seen 2 tarantulas here in Ventura over the last 3 years.
They're cool.
One was by our pool, by our
Really?
house, and one was on the side of the building at the pavilion.
I remember a person when I first started working for the pest control company. Somebody called in Simi Valley and said they had a tarantula in their backyard. And I remember hanging up the phone after telling them the guy would be out and laughing, going, "There's no tarantulas in Southern California."
Oh, yeah,
And they all looked at me and went, "Yes, there are.
Yeah, there are. And
there's no brown recluse here, but there's no tarantulas."
Well,
there are tarantulas.
They were hairy, scary tarantulas. And my first thought was, okay, the one on the ground, fine. The one that was on the side of the building, I kept trying to tell the kids, don't go too close because tarantulas jump.
They won't hurt you though. If you don't hurt them, they're not gonna.
I know,
hurt
but
you.
you're dealing with kids. You don't know. Kids are unpredictable.
Kids can poke it and they're gonna get bit.
Yeah, kids are unpredictable.
So we walked down to the end of the hike and we were heading back, and around the corner comes this. That is a little Pizzotti.
Pizzotti.
Pizzotti is just they call them the social butterfly of the jungle.
Okay.
And he was not scared of us. He'd obviously passed other people on the way up there. And he was cute and he was just minding his own business until the rest of the family showed up. These are like raccoons.
Oh, okay.
So they're like little raccoons. In fact, they call them the Costa Rican raccoon. And I just thought it was cool. They were climbing up this wall of grass here. Tail is a very big part of what they are because that tail is very long, as you saw.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys only weigh between 6 and 18 pounds. They look a lot bigger than that, don't they?
Yeah.
But that's all they weigh. So anyway, it was fun to run across them. We were hoping to run across a tapir, which is the Costa Rica's biggest mammal. And they say it's about the size of a baby hippo. Didn't see any of them though, which is unfortunate. So that was our day in the hike. The next day we went to this place called Jungle Life. And we had the best tour guide. This guy was just excited to be there, excited to take us on the trip. And the first thing he did was show us this little sloth up in the tree.
Oso perezoso en movimiento.
Now, Julie just asked me, they have a lot of those out there. They do, but you don't see a lot of them because like anything's in the trees, we thought we'd see a lot more monkeys than we did, but they're they kind of stay away from the areas where people are for the most part. And you have to be looking up constantly to see them. So you're not, but the sloth was cool to see. Now this next video takes a little bit of time. Again, I won't show you the whole thing because it's 1:10 long. But, and again, if you want to see these and you're listening to this podcast, just go to roughedge.tv. But it's a beautiful video. They had a butterfly enclosure. And they had this one area set up. I think it was just for photographs. But watch what our guide did here. So he continued to prod at very gently because butterflies are very, very delicate until there was a stream of them coming up in slow motion. And it was like watching slow-mo fireworks. They were gorgeous. But that was very cool. We saw a couple of toucans, no Fruit Loops with them, but there were toucans. Doug got the video of this one.
Oh, no way.
You had a toucan?
I had an RE toucan, which is a toucan, but on a much smaller scale. We called him Zuzu.
Oh.
And he loved Mama. Every morning when I would get up, he'd hear me on the stairs and he'd start clucking because he wanted me to go to the cage and take him out. And he would come out of the cage and then he would curl up in my breast and ate fruits. That's all he ate. So very messy, but he was just amazing. And
wow, I've never even heard of that bird. I must not have known you when you had him.
No, you did.
I don't remember seeing him.
No, he was at the house. But yeah, unfortunately, we had a very devastating morning. One morning, somebody used a chemical cleaner around the bird cage, and we lost our RE toucan, and we lost our Caik parrot in the same. One morning, we just got up, and somebody said, "Susu's gone," and I was devastated. And then they said, "Tony's gone," and I was even more devastated because Tony was a really adorable Caik parrot.
That's one of the things that we're very careful about in the pest control world, because birds are susceptible to some of the same things that kill insects.
Yeah.
And so you got to be very careful. You don't want to mess with birds, man.
You don't want to use harsh cleaners around birds. I still have my Queen of Bavaria, and I don't use any harsh chemicals around her cage or anything like that. I'm very, very particular for her to keep her from getting hurt, because that was devastating to lose two birds.
Oh yeah, I can't even imagine.
And the RE toucan is not one that you can get anywhere. They're specialty birds.
Yeah,
so
and not only that, that particular one was special to use.
He loved us. And the only reason why we got him was because he loved us so much when we would go into the birds and bees. And she had got him to mate him to make other birds, and he didn't want to mate, but he loved me. So every time we'd go in, he would always want to sit with me, and he was just the sweetest, cutest thing ever. Messy, absolutely messy, but he was so awesome, and I was devastated to lose him.
I'm sorry to open old wounds. One day we went to the beach, and afterwards we went to Margaritaville. It was your typical Margaritaville. Drinks were okay and everything else. But they had this archway that led to the beach, and I wanted to share that with you because it's gorgeous.
I'm going to rinse my feet off.
Next to the cone. All right, get ready, Scott. We're going to move.
Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Little nice thing there.
Mm-hmm.
We were heading down to the pirate cruise. We went on a pirate boat one day. It was a 4-hour tour.
That was a 3-hour tour.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. They had music. They had, we saw dolphins and whales and other things. And it was funny because all the wildlife came streaming to the boat when they started playing Led Zeppelin. It's like, they like Led Zeppelin.
They know good music.
I guess so. But anyway, when we were on our way to that pirate tour, we saw our monkeys. I ended up seeing about 7 monkeys, most of them at a glance, but these are the ones we got the closest look at, and it's not a close look. So just look for the thing moving on the screen here. Now, that bridge you saw the monkey on is built by the Costa Ricans, and it's called, strangely enough, a monkey bridge. So the monkeys can get back and forth through trees without falling to their deaths, which Doug says he's seen a number of monkeys trying to swing from vines and falling down and hurting themselves. So that happens. On the boat, I don't understand why they did this, by the way. They parked the boat at a bay, and they had a little shuttle boat that would take you to the beach. Doug, Michelle, and Shelley decided, we don't need no shuttle boat. We're going to swim there.
Enjoy the beach. There you go. Okay, George, stop talking to Larry. Give the name.
don't know what the hell's wrong with them, but they decided to do that. Here's the funny thing. Shelley took the boat back. Doug and Michelle. They swam back to the boat and they realized they had to climb up the rope ladder. Michelle barely made it up with her life. Doug got halfway up, gave up, fell back in the water, took the other stairs up. All right, so a couple more here. I do want to show you the sunset. I promised the sunset. This is the sunset from the pirate ship.
Thank you, sunshine, for a beautiful day. You were wonderful.
I better cut that off before we get copyright dinged.
Oh, I missed that when we went to Hawaii, though. I miss like that type of beautiful stuff.
You know what? I think that we have just as good sunsets here.
We do.
You know, I really do. But it's special when you're somewhere that's not home and
yeah, when it's somewhere that you can't always go to.
Yeah.
We tend to neglect that we live in a beautiful area. Jim and I say that all the time.
It's true.
Like, damn it, we live where people come to vacation and we don't take the time to appreciate it like we should.
And I'm very thankful of that because one of the things that we do, the timeshare that we own is actually at Harbor Town here in Ventura. But so many people want to go to Ventura that we can trade it for virtually any timeshare in the world.
Yeah.
Because people want to come here. Well, good, come here, we'll go there, and it all works out for all of us. Final video I have for you. This scared me a little bit. Didn't bother Doug at all. Didn't bother Michelle at all. We get back from the pirate cruise and Costa Rica is on fire. And we, because we're here from Ventura, as Julie was saying, kind of put a chill through us. Doug said, do you see any firemen? No, there's no firemen there. He goes, that's because they're not worried about it yet. When it gets bad, they'll show up.
It just it brings back memories of when the whole mountainside was on fire. And I know Jared still, if he smells fire outside, he's on high alert. That it was right at a time of age. He was just getting into high school and it was very traumatic for him. I know.
I remember that it was the first time we ever got prepared for evacuation warning, and it scared the hell out of me because we've never ever got that before. It never went to evacuate now, but they told us to prepare for evacuation. And when you get hit with that, you can only take a few things. First thing, the dogs. Dogs got to go in a car. And then the second thing was my hard drives, because I got everything from my computers copied into hard drive. Stack those in a box. And I go, I can't think of anything else. And Shelley was all, what about your guitars? And I got guitars signed by Paul Stanley. And yeah, I better get the guitars. So I got the guitars. But everything else, there was tons of stuff I wanted to take. You don't have time.
No.
You know, you just got to sacrifice.
We were actually evacuated because we were in the hills.
And your palm trees got roasted.
Yeah, it was weird because it jumped palm trees. So you have palm trees burnt and then you have palm trees that it skipped.
Yeah.
And
for no reason. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
No, and the hospital had a gas tank that blew up. So it was a double fire. It was bad up in our area. We were surprised that our homes survived because when we left, there was fire everywhere.
Yeah.
My husband thought, oh, it's not going to come to us.
Oh.
Because it was in Santa Paula when we went to bed. So he thought, oh, no, it's not coming this way. It came right up over the ridge. All of a sudden, my kids and I, Jonathan and Jared, we packed up the cars as much as we possibly could. And we just, took pictures and things that we can't replace. Pictures that aren't on digital. Pictures from way back and personal things. It was Christmas time, so I took all my ornaments because I have some really special ornaments.
See, something special is different to everybody else.
We have ornaments that are from when Jim was a kid because his mother every year bought the kids ornaments and then gave it to them. So there's ornaments that are 60 years old on our tree. So those are things you can't replace.
Yeah, exactly.
So we took things like that, and fortunately, because we took the time to pack in advance before there was even a hint of the fire in Ventura. We had quite a few things, but at the time we had the building that was over off of Portola. And so once the fire came down the hill and we realized, oh crap, we have to get out because fire is everywhere at this point. We got out, we went to the building over off of Portola, and we had about 10 families that we housed that
I remember
night.
that.
Because there was people, friends, and the city was using us as a venue for people to come to. We had bunnies, cats, dogs, you name it, all, in there. And we had all sorts of blankets and people were huddling up, and as scary and as hard as it was also kind of neat that we had all these people that we could house.
Yeah.
And
that was very special. I was so proud of you guys for doing that.
Yeah, it was a really neat thing because there were people that had nowhere to go and they could come to us, and they had a place. And it was as warm as it was going to be because I think at that first night the electricity went out. So, everybody's got candles and blankets, but it was something to remember that we were able to house these people and give them a safe place to be. So it was kind of an experience.
But the kind of experience we don't need often, by the way.
No, but you have it in your repertoire that you were a part of it and that you were there making somebody's life better.
Right. And that's exactly the case.
Yeah.
I think that my ride has arrived.
And we even had families that didn't speak English. So it was a real huge, I don't know. To me, it's something.
It was a big deal.
It
was a big deal, and
that ability to help people.
The fact that you guys did that was special. It really was. Yeah. I remember that. So, all right, we're heading out of here till next week. Next week we're going to try Coors Edge Zero ABV beer. I got it in the fridge there cooling, so we'll try that next week. We'll come up for something, Julie, too, because we got to. She's been using the Fireball seasoning that I gave her, and
really liking it. I'm using it in drinks. I'm using it on food. And I'm going to be out of it soon because I'm using it all the time.
Said she thinks I got it at the dollar store.
Okay.
So whatever that's called, that place that's down there by
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out and see if you can find it there. It's very good. And there's my message.
It's a sweet and savory combination, which is right up my alley of things that I enjoy.
Well, she enjoys Fireball, as we all do. But then she uses it in her cooking more than anything else.
Yep.
And when I saw that Fireball seasoning, I thought she's going to try this. So I'm very glad it worked out for you.
I've even used it on grapefruit in the morning. And it does. It kind of gives an extra little kick to the grapefruit. And it's nice. I like it.
Okay. So we got to get her some more. So if I see some, I'll grab you some. If not, try Dollar Store and Dollar Tree and find out. All right, folks, we'll see you next week. Again, we got Coors Edge
to be
next
back.
week.
See you next week.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be back. I always miss not doing this show, and I'm glad we'll do it. So we'll be back next week and do it again.
Yep.
The hell?
I'll be here.
Later.
Bye.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.